Hey guys, it's Makoto here. Go ahead and starting this first of hopefully many Stardew how-to videos. This one's going to cover the first week, everything you should and need to know to help kind of get you set up for success on the right path to building that most amazing farm. So we're going to just jump right into it. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. Follow me on Twitch. That's where I do my streaming during the week. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so first we see we're going to have our character creation. We're going to skip through that. Then we have this introduction. Grandpa passed. He gave you a ticket. This is what you use if you decide that life sucks. X amount of years later, you're working at this company. You're killing yourself. And then boom, job sucks. You open this letter. Tells you to go to this farm. You're on your way. Get to the farm. You meet Robin. She takes you to your farm. And we're going to go ahead and get right into it here. So that's your farm. Super cute. Let's see what we can do. So here, after you see the farm, we're going to go ahead and start our first day. You see on the left side, you have the controls, WASD, shift, right click. Right click's going to be your baby. You're going to use that for everything when it comes to picking stuff up, putting stuff down, putting in the trash can, anything like that. Here we have the menu. First one's going to be options. Volume control is very important, especially when you start off with the game. It can be loud, so make sure to adjust that accordingly. Next, we're going to go ahead and go into the inventory. Inventory is very important. Obviously, it's where your items are. These are the tools you start off with. Each one has their use. Make sure to learn that. You start off with 12 item slots. You'll be able to unlock 24 and 36 with the bag and Pierre's shop. These are your item slots, rings and boots. Boots are defense. Rings have all kinds of uses. Pay attention to those. Use them accordingly. Next, we go ahead and have the map. The map is going to be great. It tells you where everyone lives, tells you where to go. Learn it, memorize it.
Use it to know where all the locations for fishing are, because that's very important to keep in mind. Next, we have crafting. Here's where you can see what ingredients make what. You can get more and more recipes as you level up your skills, and also through the villagers by completing their quests and leveling up your affection with them. Next, you have skills. They go from 1 to 10. At 5 and 10 is when you level up and you get professions, where you're able to specialize whatever you're going to work in. Next, we have socials. Here you have X amount of hearts you're able to get to. You can level up about 1 a week unless it's their birthday or special holiday. Here we have collections. This is where you're able to see what you've collected over time and see what else you need. Pretty straightforward. It goes everything from food to fish to artifacts, ingredients, even letters and achievements. All right, we're getting into the first day. You're going to wake up, you get a box, you open it, you get 15 parsnips. Next, you're going to see in that top right, below your cache, there is an exclamation point that is blinking. You can either click on that exclamation point or you can press the F key. That'll show you where your quests are. Do the quests, get money. Pretty simple. Next, we have the TV. With the TV, you have 4 options: weather report, fortune teller, living off the land, and on Sundays you have Queen of the Sauce. Weather report will tell you the weather for the next day. Definitely good to plan for. Fortune teller is going to be good for planning your luck for the day if you're going to be going into the caves or if you're going to be opening up geodes. Living off the land will tell you things around the area for harvesting and foraging. And then on Sundays with Queen of the Sauce, that'll give you a new recipe. Make sure to check Queen of the Sauce on Sundays. You want to unlock as many recipes as you can. All right, here we're going to start the first day. We're going to walk out. You're going to see your farm. We're going to speed through a little bit of it. Basically, each tool gives you something to do. Make sure to use them all. They're going to cost a lot of energy in the beginning. Something to keep in mind right here, that stump, your axe isn't strong enough. It's going to be strong enough when you level it up. We'll get into that another time. Next, we're going to go to town. Things to keep in mind. There are 4 seasons in a year. Each season is 28 days. Most plants, when you plant them, only last for the season that you plant them in, so make sure they don't go over. Here, this calendar, you can see birthdays. When you give them a gift they like, it gives you double affection. Those flags are events. All these things are really important things to keep in mind. Here on the top right, you're going to see the day, the number, and the time. Also the season. Here, we're going to go ahead and talk to Marnie. We've talked to her. We check our socials. We've checked off the talk box for the day. You can talk to everyone once a day. You can give 2 gifts a week. That's how you maximize the affection. Good to follow through with that. Next, we're going to take a tour of the town. We got Gunther right here. Gunther is the artifact collector. You bring artifacts to him, put them in the library. He'll give you gifts as a reward. So we're going to go check out Clint. Clint is our blacksmith. You can upgrade tools. You can process geodes. Both money and metal bars are needed to upgrade your tools, so you're going to be hitting up the mines pretty often. Make sure to keep that in mind. Next, our boy Pierre. He's where we buy our seeds and our saplings from. You see right there that red bag? That's how you upgrade your inventory. When you talk to Pierre, he's going to have seeds for whatever season you're in. Each one's going to have a different cost and a different amount of time it takes to produce. Those are all things to consider when you're buying your seeds, especially for the first time. At the bottom, we see saplings. Those are trees. They take a whole season to grow. They produce fruit that whole season, but they only produce fruit in the season they're in, unless you get the greenhouse, which is going to be down the line. Keep that in mind because their cost is high, so you want to plan accordingly when you're planting to make sure you're actually making a profit. Next, we're going to take a little tour around the town. You see with garbage cans, you want to check them because you might get a good drop, but be careful you're not next to someone or else you will lose favorite ability. Next, we're going to stop by, talk to Haley after we pick this horseradish up. Here is Marnie's shop. This is where you buy animals for your barns and your coop. She's not here right now. It's a good indicator of keep in mind, they all have their own lives. They're not always at their job, so you need to plan accordingly when you're trying to purchase stuff from them. Here, we're going to go ahead and do a quick little speed through of planting and watering all of our crops. You need to water them every day, otherwise they will not grow. Next, what we're going to do is, since we only have 12 inventory slots, but we're going to have much more than 12 items, we're going to go ahead and make a chest. A chest holds 36 slots. It is absolutely amazing to have, and you can make as many as you'd like, so plenty of inventory slots, especially in the beginning when you don't have that bag expansion. Next, we're going to show you overexhaustion. See in the bottom left, we're starting to feel exhausted. You see on the bottom right, our energy is low. We're going to go ahead and do a couple more activities. You're going to see what happens once we get to 0, and we are out like a light. Whenever you fall asleep for overexhaustion, you wake up the next morning, you don't have nearly as much energy as you would have gotten a full night of rest. So make sure you either fill up on energy through food or you go to sleep before you hit that exhaustion point. Another reason to keep in mind you do not want that to happen is if you fall asleep outside of your house, then you will be charged for it. It'll take about 10% of your total bank. No one likes that. Here, Tuesday, we get a message from Willie letting us know that it is time to come and pick up a fishing rod, which is another great way to make money because it has very little investment in the beginning. So we're going to take a little shop around the town. Here we have a quest. This is our quest from Haley. You're always going to want to do the quest because 1, you get money for doing it, and 2, you get extra affection for completing the quest. And there you go. As we were walking down to Willie's place, we checked the garbage cans, we got an item. That's why you want to check as many as you can, as often as you can, to make sure you get all the drops you are able to. After this, it's on to Willie's. Skip this little cutscene. We're going to get a fishing pole, and I'm going to show you how to fish. So when you look on the left, you see the instructions. Click to raise bar, release the lower bar, keep the bar behind the fish. The fish is going to go up and down. Sometimes they're easier, sometimes they're very fast. So you want to keep on your toes and make sure you're following it as accurately as you can. Just something to keep in mind. As you raise your fishing level, the bar will get bigger, makes it easier. Once the green bar to the right has filled up all the way to the top, that will mean you've caught the fish. Good job, you caught your first fish. I'm proud of you. Next, we're gonna head up. You see this bridge over here to the right. It takes 300 wood to build. I recommend building it as soon as you can because there's gonna be items over there on the right you can pick up and sell. Helps you get money in the beginning. Very useful. Now we're gonna head home, crash for the night, and we see we got ourselves a level up. Level ups are great because 1, you're gonna be able to make more recipes. 2, you're gonna increase your efficiency on that skill. Now when we wake up, we're going to see what happens when you have different weathers. As you can tell from the sound and the darkness, it is raining. So we're going to come outside. Everything is already wet, so we don't have to worry about any water, which is nice because that saves us energy when it comes to watering for the day. Lets you save energy for other activities for the day. For this next part of the tour, we're going to go head up to Robin's. Right above Robin's, there's a blocked area that'll open up when a train finally passes through. Up there will be a train where it randomly drops items, but more importantly, there's a spa where you can recover health and energy for the day if you run out early. Next, we're headed to Robin's. Ignore the man pooping with the newspaper in the right. We're going to talk to Robin. Here are all the things that you can have her make. They take a couple days to make, so make sure you plan accordingly. They all have their uses in the coop and the barn. You're able to upgrade to get different animals. Here, the other option you see is you're able to expand your own house. The first expansion comes with a kitchen, which is good, so you can make your own recipes. Okay, we're going to head out. We're going to start the next day. Here, once we water our plants, you see we've got worms to the left side of our farm. These are guys you need to look out for. When you use a hoe and you dig them up, you can possibly get an artifact or a book for the artifact library or even just regular drops. Don't miss out when you see them. We're going to put that in the chest for later. Alright, rise and shine. We woke up. We see we got some mail. We also have a parsnip that's ready to go. It's been 4 days, so we're going to pick that up. We see that quest has been achieved, so getting started. We're going to click on that. We get 100 gold. Now we're going to check our mail. This letter basically states that they moved a block that was blocking the mine. Now we're able to go there, mine for ores, mine for gems, combat. This is my favorite part, so I'm excited. Following this, we're going to take a quick look at the other quests we have, build a coop, things like that. So again, make sure you check these out. That way you know what you should be doing and what you should be unlocking next. Next, we're headed to my favorite part of the whole town, the mines. Here we see a glittering mine. Worry about that later. We're going to start a cutscene, skip through that. There's a wall there to the right that you need to break through at some point. You'll worry about that when you get there. Every floor is going to be different. You're going to have stones. You're going to have ores. The first 1 through 40 are going to be copper. The next 40 are going to be iron. The last 40 are going to be gold. Monsters are going to be important to fight. Make sure you don't die. That's something we'll go for later as well. Every 5th floor, you're going to be able to unlock the elevator. So that's where your checkpoints are going to be. We're going to move through there. Here are the bugs, different kinds of monsters. You just kind of make it through. You're gonna have a good time. Once you get to a certain point, you're gonna have more items than slots, especially in the beginning, so that's something to keep in mind and why you want to make sure you unlock your bag as soon. Next, we're gonna at the last checkpoint for this video, which is going to be the 10th floor. Every 10 floors you're gonna have a treasure chest you get to open up and pick up an item. This floor is going to have boots. Nice. So the only issue we have is we have a full inventory and we have a new item. So I'm gonna show you what to do instead of trashing the item so you don't lose it. Just throw it outside of your inventory so it's on the floor. Open your inventory back up, equip the boots, then you'll have an open spot back up for that item. It only works with items that you're going to equip to get rid of a slot, but it's still good to keep in mind in case you have items you don't want to get rid of. You'll have that especially in the beginning when you don't have that many item slots. Next, we're going to speed through. After you hit the next floor, I was going to go ahead and fight this little guy right here. I decided to kill him, but then I decided halfway through, maybe it'd be better if I showed you what happens when you die. So I decided to let this guy kill me. I just stood around for a little bit. He did this little figure 8 motion thing, and I just got a little impatient. So let's just speed this up real quick, and we just wait and wait and wait, and then we see he starts to get close to killing us. Then he changes it up, really keeps me on my toes, and then boom, wasted. So once you die, you get a little blackout screen. Someone comes and wakes you up. Yes, yes, yes. Hello, hello. Wake me up. Thank you. They have their little quip. Very adorable. Then you move on to the next point. And this is the reason why you don't want to die when you're in the mines. Because once you die, you're going to lose money. But then more importantly, you're going to lose items. And these items can be anything. Even the weapon that you're using to fight. Which is going to be really inconvenient when you need to go back into the mines. So that's why you want to try and die as little as you can. Here we see we lost copper ore. Not a big loss, but also still inconvenient in the beginning when we're trying to get as much as we can. Keep in mind there will be an item recovery service at the Adventurers Guild once you unlock that, but you only get to unlock one item when you die, so that's another reason why you really don't want to die if you can avoid it, especially considering you also have to pay for that item. So this is going to wrap up the video for the day. I'm just going to give you one last overview of all the tabs in the menu, that way you can look over that in case you want to pause it. I just want to say thank you so much for checking out the video. I really hope that it's going to help you kind of get on a path to success in regards to Stardew Valley, prepare you more than I was prepared, and I really just hope you have a fun time. I've really enjoyed this game a lot. I stream it twice a week and I have a great time, so please feel free to stop by the channel. The link will be in the description below. Like, subscribe, follow me on Twitch. I look forward to making more videos. Let me know in the comment section if you like this video, and let me know if there's anything you'd like me to cover in Stardew Valley.